welcome to another edition of AK Option Trader. I am the AK Option Trader. This is the rare Thursday video, but I was just kind of in the mood for doing a video to kind of talk about what we got going on here. So let's jump on into it. Been a rough few days, been a weird few days. I went ahead and traded the FOMC announcement the other day, and I didn't get hurt, but I didn't make any money. So it was just odd. So anyway, I am in a couple puts right now. I am in AFLAC, AFL, and I am in XLF. So we're going to look at those and show you what I'm seeing here. Anyway, this is the VIX. Let's go ahead and get started here. This is the VIX. VIX has just been an odd duck. I mean, look at this thing. It has been an odd duck. It has been messing with my mind. I mean, look at this mess. So this is a lot of volatility, a lot of uncertainty. Got a little bit of an uptrend going on here. You got a long-term downtrend going on here. I'm thinking we're going to come into this range here and just kind of play around. So maybe this makes a little bit of a wedge here. So let's see what happens. But I'm thinking we're going to play around in this area. We still got this support resistance area to work with. So I don't know. It's been an odd thing. All right, so it's been up, down when it should be up when it should be down, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to try something. This is what I've been putting on the blog, something I do sometimes to get an idea of what's really going on. And what I do is I use 195-minute candles. Okay, so they're 195-minute candles. And what that does basically is breaks the day up into two sections. So you have the first candle of the day, the second candle of the day. First candle, second candle. On these, the red ones are the second candles. The reason I do this, it kind of gives me an idea who's buying, who's selling, and when. And so that's why I do it. That's my kids playing outside. So notice this last few days here. Starting here is the 24th. Here's the first candle, second, first, second. All the second candles have been dark, except for this one, which is a big rally yesterday. They've all been dark candles with pretty, even the first candles. Look at the top wick on this bad boy. So when I look at these, this kind of gives you a good idea. I mean, if you look at this here, you can see the second candles. Here's a second, here's a second. They're all white, which makes sense because you're going into a rally. Here's like a tweezers type thing, and a white. So that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. When it's going down, usually the second candle is the dark candle. All right, when you're in a good strong downtrend. If I could scroll out, I could see it. So look in here. So here's the 17th. Here's the first candle, second candle, first, second, first, second, first, second. Here's a white one. First, second, first, second, first, second. Look at the wicks. See the big top wicks. Anyway, you get the point. I don't want to take up too much time on this. But what I've been seeing and what I've been looking at is that the dark second candle usually indicates that the pros are selling. A lot of selling. The rookies or the general public is buying the first candle of the day, and then the pros sell off on it. What's going on here, though, you got a lot of bottom wicks, which is also bullish, and then now we're starting to get into the top wicks, which is bearish. So that's one reason why I've kind of been the way I have been with this market and being so bearish, is seeing these candles. We'll leave it on the 195 here. Same thing here. I mean, look at this first candle. Dragonfly Doji going on, or Tombstone Doji going on here. And sitting up here, and then you've got a dark second candle with a little bit of bottom wick, a little bit of a top wick. Here it's very indecisive second part of the day. So all the big moves have been coming in the first part of the day, with sell-offs coming in the last part of the day. Generally a bearish signal. However, in this market, you never stinking know. So just something I wanted to point out. And here it is in the NASDAQ. Same type of thing. We see our channel that we've been watching. This channel's been playing like a champ. Hit up here, blew the middle line, came back, and now we closed beneath it. So if I was looking at this in a normal market, I would say it would be heading downward. This market has not been acting normal. So I don't know if it's going to change, if we're going to follow the technicals or not. But when I look at the charts, that's what I see. So, and let's look at the one more I want to show you. This is spiders. And same type of thing. This looks like a top to me. Coming down, kind of indecisive in the second candle, but the first candle's down. All the way down in there. In fact, let's go on to a 1 year on this daily. But you can see this nice V. We're kind of rounding off, kind of getting some A lot of consolidation, a lot of mixture in here going on, a lot of top wicks. It looks like it's turning over. However, I would not be surprised. This market has been just blowing the leather off the ball the last few days. So keep an eye on it. But that's kind of what I've been seeing. I want to kind of explain that. I tried to write about it in the blog. It's kind of hard to explain. Hopefully I did a better job here. If not, just go ahead and write me and ask me to do it again or slow down or whatever. I try to get through some of these. Let's look at a few stocks. All right, here's XLP. This is consumer staples, the Spiders consumer staples. You can see we're in a downtrend. We broke that. Now we're going sideways. What I like about this is you got a nice, pretty clean resistance line here at 22.12. All right, and it does not want to break it. It keeps testing it, keeps testing it. Got a top wick. You got a red down candle. But the problem is you got a fib line right here that's giving a little bit of support. So if we break this and break this fib line, I think we're in for pretty good drop in consumer staples. If we bounce and break this line, I think we're in for a pretty good rise. So this one's a good one to play either way. I just keep an eye on it, and good options, easy to trade. So there's another one. This is similar, XLY. This is consumer. Dang on it, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's XLY. It's the similar type of chart. All right, you got a good fib, a real good fib here. Down to here is the bottom. And look where we're at. Man, we tried to break it, couldn't do it, closed right on it. I look for a drop here, and then maybe another rally up if we do rally and bust above it, or we can continue down here all the way down to the 50. All right, so this is, I like the resistance we're coming up on here. I don't know, it's one I like. I looked at a lot of tech today just because of looking at the Qs, looking at the NASDAQ, seeing the way things have been so strong. I looked at the top 10 on there, and I found something surprising. There's a lot of unfilled gaps in the top 10. Here's one. This is Amgen. Top 10 Q. All right, you got an unfilled gap here. Look at this stinking candle. Earnings obviously did that. Big bearish engulfing candle. I would look for a little bounce up and then down. This would be a really good down trade, I think. So this is one I keep an eye on. But it may continue down tomorrow. I doubt it. Usually when you have this big of a move, there's some buying going in, and it'll rally it up a little bit, and then maybe the next day you're going to have your big down move. So that's AMG and Amgen. That's a good one to look at. CREE is the next one. CREE. This one's actually an uptrend one. This one's actually looking really strong to me. Real strong uptrend. It's making higher lows, keeps on going. So I'll be looking for it to do the same thing. The only thing I notice is the lows are getting closer and closer. So could be a sign of a top. Keep an eye on it. But it could come down, test it, and you could play this up maybe one or two more times, and then I think it's going to mess around here before it drops again. So that's CREE. CREE. And finally, let's finish with Mr. Softy. Mr. Softy, again, like I told you, we had a lot of those unfilled gaps. Seeing a lot of those. RIM's got a whole bunch, and it's not even worth looking at their chart. But this one here, real nice strong area, coming on up. It is staying right on this line. I mean, look at this bad boy, right on it. We've now closed beneath it. It's wanting to break it. I don't think it will. This is a good play either way. So I'm thinking this is going to be the magnet that draws it down. Okay, you can see it doesn't like to leave its gaps open too long here. This was pretty long. This is less than a month, I think. So this gap was formed on what day? The February 17th, and it was closed on March 26th, so a little over a month. That was a month. So I don't think this one's going to take that long. I think we're already starting to turn on this bad boy, and you're going to see it drop and get filled. So I'd probably play this to the downside. Microsoft, obviously easy to trade. Clear support here, clear support at the bottom of this gap. So $19, you get $1.20 out of it, and I think you'll be able to do it. It's filling these gaps real quick. So anyway, I wanted to explain some of that. I know I don't have a lot of time. I try to keep these videos under 10 minutes. I've been doing a terrible job of it, but I still got a little bit of a bearish bias, but I'm still looking for trades alongside. Hence, I threw that CREE in there. So there's a lot of them out there. I hope you guys trade well and prosper. If you got any ideas, let me know about them. You can follow me on Twitter, AK Option Trader. This will be AK Option Trader signing out. Trade well and prosper.